Okay, guys, first off, happy Easter as well as happy Transgender Day of Visibility. The fact that these two happen to fall on the same day this year has triggered Christians everywhere, despite the fact that Easter falls on different days every year and Transgender Day of Visibility was founded in 2009. And Biden has proclaimed it as such every year since 2021 when he came into the presidency. So I thought I'd take a break from eating chocolate bunnies and Cadbury's eggs to highlight some transgender stories and the struggles they still face for their basic healthcare necessities. We've seen the recent stories of Next Benedict, the transgender child who was bullied in school and committed suicide the following day, which I would like to point out that there's no difference between beating a kid to death or bullying them to death. And then Dime Doe, the black trans woman who was killed by a man that she was in a relationship with, and it resulted in the first transgender hate crime being brought to trial. And this only stands to add to the trauma of them fighting for their basic necessities, like in healthcare, with reputable medical associations like the American Medical Association having urged politicians to stay out of the healthcare of transgender children and quit making this political. Despite that, as you can see from this chart, 23 states have still banned gender-affirming care to some effect. 5 have made it a felony to provide the best medical care to trans youths, and over 1/3 of trans youths lives in these states that ban the access to even puberty blockers, hormone therapies, or care of any kind. And you can't find a reputable study to back up this reasoning. It all comes down to, well, it makes me uncomfortable. A study of over 300 trans youths, 12 to 20 in age, 190 trans males, and 125 trans females showed that after 2 years of hormone therapy, life satisfaction increased, depression and anxiety decreased. Another study showed that it dropped odds of suicidality as well as depression. I mean, the studies that you can cite to support gender-affirming care go on and on with the benefits. At the end of the day, if these are classes or groups of people that we consider vulnerable, we should be doing the absolute most that we can to protect them. Even from the right-wing perspective or the way that they like to frame it, if they think that it's all mental disorder and blah, 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 wouldn't the answer still be to provide the best care that results in the best outcomes? You wouldn't speak this way about anything else that you considered a mental disorder. Do Republicans think the same for autism, or what about ADHD? It again comes down to this super narrow worldview that the right wants to impose on everybody, the tyranny of the minority, where it's patriarchal at nature and it's filled with the straight white minority, or majority, I should say, in their perspective, and their subservient wives, and anything that questions this existing power structure, they ostracize immediately and try to oppress from having a voice in their society. They've done this with every minority group in history, from blacks, women, same-sex couples, and now to transgenders, and even more disgustingly, trans youths. Let's protect our kids, especially the trans kids, and stand for what's right. And remember, happy Transgender Day of Visibility. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.